Hello, I am live. Hello, welcome to day 12. Welcome to my live stream. I've brought wine and a happy 1st of October. So here I am again live streaming. I am definitely feeling better than yesterday, but earlier this morning I was not. So I've kind of taken a turn for the good and I feel a lot better than I did earlier. And I'm having an unusual glass of wine. I barely drink these days, neither does Michael. So every now and then we'll still partake. But I'm definitely a lightweight now. It's like I cannot drink a lot, and especially with the channel, since I opened my channel, I find that yeah, like alcohol intolerance is a real thing. So I keep my drinking very minimal, but not to say I don't like the odd glass here and there. So here I am having a little glass of red wine today to say hello to you. So happy 1st of October, 1st of the month. I love October. I bloody love October. I feel like it's the most magical month of the year. Also November. I love October and November. It might be because maybe because my birthday is right at the end of October. So maybe it's that kind of transition. I feel very like excited and expanded. But I just love this time of year. Hello, Wisteria. I think I can see you pop up. Little icon. I think that is you. Yeah, so yeah, I'm just jumping on here with a little red wine. Feeling a lot better. Not 100%, but I'm having a little like unusual glass. I'm gonna have a little sip now. And excuse the chip nail varnish. I just didn't feel like it today. And it does not diminish your soul power when you have chip nail varnish. Is a lesson I learned maybe just this year. And it's funny, right? Hello, Wisteria. Hello, Darren. It's funny, the stupid shit that we think about. And actually, just before I pressed live, I was just sitting here, just kind of fixing the camera and my usual light, like the ring light that I was at Rum For You tonight. I'm a pirate. Excellent choice. Excellent choice. So I usually have like a ring light just to kind of make the light a little bit better because it's quite dark on here, and I didn't have it, and I thought, oh, my laptop's downstairs, I just can't be bothered. And I just suddenly found myself feeling like it's okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. Like, this is very liberating for me, because I would have definitely, it's like these stupid little things, right? Definitely things I would have concerned myself with. So I'm loving this experiment, because what it's doing is chipping away at some of the bullshit, right, that I still hold, that we hold, you know, just from living on the earth plane. No apologies for the condition of the nail polish. Yeah, I don't even pay attention to those details anyway. Yeah, exactly. I'm sure none of you go, Marie's got chipped nail polish, but the stupid shit that goes through our brains, right? And before I was pressing live, I was just happening to look, because it's all changed on here when you live stream. So I was clicking on the buttons, and they have like filters now that they never used to have. So I thought, let me just have a little look. I wanted like a light, just so it's not so dull. And I was flicking through, and I'll tell you what came up. I was so tempted. I was this close to pressing a lovely filter, because, oh my God, I can see why people have major self-esteem issues now, right? These filters, they make you into a flipping supermodel. So I was like playing around with them going, holy crap, like some of them are weird, but some of them make you look so good. And for a second I thought, oh, that looks really nice. And I thought, no, fuck that shit, it's bullshit. So I just turned it off, and I just thought better, right? And I just, my heart just went out to people just for a minute, because I know, especially on Instagram, it's very, I think more on Instagram, there's a lot of filter stuff going on. I've dabbled with it over there, but I just thought, God, how easy it is to get sucked into this perfection, right? It's such, and if you've got that perfectionist pattern in you, it's such a friggin' drain. So I was like, no, I will not use a filter. I will come on here live with my chipped nail polish, and I will be real with people. So I had a ring light when I did my shows, but no one worries. Exactly, just do what you do. Oh, just do what you do. What you love, and we love you. Thank you, Darren. Where's your show? Are you talking about that show you did? I tuned in one time. It was like on a platform I didn't recognize, but it was, I think that's what you're talking about. It was really good. It was really good. Like chit chat and stuff. You should definitely do more of those. Definitely. Yes, ma'am, because I'm my own worst critic, especially about being on camera. Yeah, being on camera brings up your shit. And I've been doing it for a few years. And even now, there's still like residual crap. So I've just decided to to just let myself be on it. It's just not, it's not what we think about on our deathbeds, right? We do not care about this kind of crap. But it's the culture that we're in at the moment, you know. Oh, let's see. Yes, hate filters all fake. Yeah, exactly. But it's like this culture that we're being prepped for. And me and Michael were talking about it recently. Like, thank God, right? Aren't you glad about this? That you did not grow up, if you're a certain age. Obviously, if there's any teens watching this or the younger kind of crowd, that's cool. But I can speak for myself. Not growing up with filters and social media and pictures being taken, I think it was hard enough, right? I stop now, as the awake were toxic too. Yeah, might try again. Oh, just taking a break from the world. Yeah. I think you're such a natural doing that kind of thing. Yeah, have a chit chat. It's good. I love it. Let me know if you're going to do it again. But yeah, we were just talking about, you know, growing up in that world, right? What a difficult place. And I'm so grateful that growing up, like when I was a teenager, for me it was in the 90s, and you know, we used to go out and we used to have disposable cameras. That was as high tech as we got. And you know, you'd accidentally take a selfie, and if you were lucky you'd get a decent picture, and if they were bad pictures you could just tear them up and put them in the bin, and nobody would know what went on your night out apart from those present. And what an amazing time to be alive. So I really don't envy people being out now, and yeah, just having everything documented, all your mistakes on your Instagram, right, or your Facebook or wherever. Yeah, I'm glad there weren't more cameras and video while I was growing up. Yeah, these days you can't avoid them. Exactly. Grew up on a BMX and fun. Yes, internet was a dream. 80s were my main decade. Yeah, I am such an 80s person. So even though I was born in 1980, so I was still, you know, I was a kid in the 80s, but I was very aware of it being a very like amazing time. I felt like something in the world shifted at the end of that decade. I kind of felt like I didn't understand what I was feeling, but I could feel something. 90s had its like time as well, but I wonder if something shifted in the world. We'll probably find out. Maybe there is, I'm sure there's information. But yeah, 80s, I was just like, growing up on a council estate, we used to just hang outside, play, stay out late. We had like what do we have? We had like, what's it called? A Sony Mega Drive for a computer game. Obviously you're like born 71, yeah. 80s and 90s, yourself born in 77, yeah. So we had like Sega Mega Drive, so we had like a computer thing, but it was such a thing where we just dip in and play, and then half the time me and my brother we were like outside on bikes and running, and like I used to run so fast my head would feel like it was going to explode. And in the heat, right, I think I probably had sunstroke, but no harm came to me. Oh, you grew up in a council estate in Hounslow? I did not know that. Not that far from you. Oh yeah, I have loads of family who lived in Hounslow, and some of them still do. I wonder if you know some of them, actually. Interesting. I'll have to have a chat with you about that. Yeah, I bet you probably know some of them somewhere. I have a huge family, and wisteria climb trees all the time for fun. Yeah, it was a good time. Maybe we should do that again. So yeah, I was just thinking about that recently. It wasn't even what I planned. I didn't plan on speaking about anything specific tonight, but yeah, it was just what I was aware of. Yeah, you probably do. I reckon you do. It'd be so weird. You probably know some of my cousins, because I have like 1,000 million cousins and most of them live in Hounslow, and like Isleworth and that kind of place. Yeah, and they're like a massive, and they've all had kids. they're like we have a huge family. Yep. Rode your bike or walked in the woods. Horseback riding, oh, it was my absolute favourite, followed by fishing and roller skating. Well, that's quite the activity list. I love it. Horseback riding, yeah, I want to get into horse riding. I've not grown up doing it. I've done it a couple of times, but I would love to do that. I actually think I went to your estate. It sounds familiar from the book. Yeah, you may well have. You probably visited. We probably like crossed paths or something. Yeah, there was a few of them. Definitely. Yeah, that'd be really funny actually. You're always connected to people, they say, don't you? You're always like a few people away from somebody else. We have like this really close network. So I still do climb trees when I find ones that I'm able to get into. Oh, that's amazing. That's incredible. So yeah, so just on the note, oh yeah, quickly before I forget, my book Above and Beyond, I just did a post. You're gonna have a horse ranch, amazing, I will come and visit. I just did a post on my personal profile and yeah, on my business page, so wherever you're watching this, there's a Kindle offer for 7 days. They only let you do it for 7 days. So if you haven't read my book yet and you'd like to, there's a Kindle offer. So it's just $2.99 or whatever US dollars or pounds. You can just check that out on Amazon. So it was $5.99 on Kindle, yeah, and now it's $2.99. So good little money saver. So feel free to check that out. That's just until next weekend, I think. So they only let you do 7-day promotion. Of course, if you like the physical book, yeah, you can just order that anytime. But it's on there. 8 Degrees of Separation. Yes. Oh, your book is awesome. I've shared it loads. Oh yes, thank you. I really appreciate that. I saw your share. Yes, and I really do appreciate that. It's hard to get when you don't have like a huge following. It's hard to get the message out. So I don't want to like post about it every 2 seconds, but I do want to share about it. So I really appreciate when someone shares. Thank you, and thank you for your review as well. You're welcome to come ride once I've got my ranch, and my book is on the way too. Wow, can't wait for it. Oh my goodness. Oh, maybe I'll get that in the meantime. Yeah. It's 7 degrees of separate. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I don't know what the phrase is, but there is that however many people away from someone that you know or something like that. Yeah. So we're all connected. We're all connected. So that is it. So I definitely feel better. God, I was feeling really rough earlier and yesterday, but sometimes you just need a little bit of wine, which I don't usually do. I swear if I had like one more glass, I would be drunk. So I don't drink very much. It's not by choice, by the way. It's not like some willpower health thing, as much as people like to judge it, right? Definitely in the spiritual communities, there are a lot of people that go, if you're spiritual, you should not drink alcohol. I don't agree. There are times when you're intolerant. So since I opened my channel, it's been very interesting because I hardly drunk. Since I became ill and I had to give up all good things that I loved, cake, bread, coffee, alcohol, all the things I love. Alcohol was something that I came back to, but it wasn't something I just didn't drink a lot after my illness because I think I just didn't need to escape the way that I did in my 20s and 30s, right? So now when I drink occasionally, it's more, I have a rule. I never drink alcohol when I feel upset or down or triggered by something, and no criticism if you do, like, you do your thing, right? But I have this rule because when I do, it will lower my vibration and I can really feel it, and I don't like that feeling. So what I do is when I actually feel really good, that's when I would me and Michael would be more likely to crack open a bottle of wine or have a beer or something, because we're feeling like silly and we just want to celebrate, or we just feel like riding the wave. So I know there's a lot of judgment around that, and I don't care. You can judge, people can judge all they like, but I see on Facebook people have very strict views about, if thou is spiritual, you must not drink, you must be virtuous, and if your frequency is at a higher level, you would not even want to drink. Well, that's up to you. That's up to you. Like, obviously if you're recovering from alcoholism or something, then you're on your journey with that, but each to their own. And I think it's with everything. What I personally feel is it's your intention behind what you're doing. So you could I know people that meditate, and yes, it sounds better than drinking wine, right? And I do both. But you could meditate in a way to distract yourself from your life and come out of your body and dissociate. You could go to the gym and run on the treadmill and your head's going round and round and you're trying to escape from how you feel. Or you could be washing up the dishes in a very mindful way. You could be doing things that are very conscious. So I am a really big believer, it's not what you do. You could do anything, you can choose any action, you know, obviously minus kill someone. But there could be some soul contract there that I'm not aware of. But it's not just what you do, it's the intention you do it with. So that's why I like the way that I relate to alcohol now, because it's very rare for me now to drink, and when I do it in a very good state and I feel good, so it kind of amplifies, right? That's just my little take on it, because a lot of people are really judgy, like very, very judgy, and I don't have time for that. But I know there are people that would go, oh, if she's drinking, she mustn't be a real channel. Well, that's fine. Absolutely fine. I've actually gone to the pub with me and Michael, and we've had a drink, not a massive, like 1 or 2 drinks, and I've done the best channeling. We've had the best laugh with HQ. We call them HQ, the Arcturian High Council, the Angelic Realm, and I call them just collectively HQ. So does Michael. So we kind of have this little kind of get together with them, and we end up just like, we're talking, I'm channeling, and it's like the most fun. So I should do that on a live stream, definitely. Okay, let me see the comments. Oh, let's see, we kind of jump around a little bit. Hold on, what's going on? Hold on. Oh, you're going to get the Kindle. Oh, you'll wait. Oh, while you wait for the book. Oh, bless you. Oh, that's really sweet. Yeah, just or you could just wait, but it's up to you. Oh, what's going on? Hold on. I don't want to miss. Oh, I love these live streams. So glad you're sticking to it. Oh, thank you, Darren. Yes, I'm so, when I decide, or I really decide, I'll just keep showing up, even if nobody's watching. But I'm having a good time, so I'm glad you are. Cheap date then. Yeah, that's what I always say. I always say to Michael, I'm like such a cheap date now. Okay, 1 glass of wine. That's what I was meaning, saying maybe I'll get that in the meantime. Oh, the book. Yes, I get you. Let's see. Oh, what's going on? Same, I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for you for tuning in. I mean, I would still do these live streams, but I would just be talking to nobody, which is fine, but it's much more fun to talk to actual humans / starseeds. Because I don't believe you're all just human. None of you here are just human. Yeah, a little drink relaxing your mind and body. Yeah, I do think that. Because you know what, it's the same as like, you could have a hot bath, you could have a shower, you could do a meditation. It's all about your energy and how you do it. Yeah. Oh. Because I saw somebody, I forgot who it was. It was somebody in the spiritual community, and they do a lot of like just sharing messages. I forgot. And I think they did like a selfie or something with a. Well, no, I think they did a little video or something, and they were a little bit like a sort of tipsy one. And I think they'd been sharing like non-stop messages for the last 2 years, right, with all the pandemic bollocks, and some of the backlash and the comments, right. This person had a lot of support, I remember, but I remember just a lot of the comments really laying into this person, saying about like, oh, we thought you were spiritual. It's unbelievable. There's just so much judgment. It's kind of funny though. I think the alcohol would help remove the blocks we have and make getting the messages easier because you loosen up. Sometimes that's true. We don't want to say that, right? We don't want to, it doesn't sound spiritual, but that's sometimes true for some people. Because some people, even Jesus drank wine, right? Exactly. Yeah, I love the Jesus. Yeah, because there's versions, right? But yes. And it also depends on, like, some people, I know people that are really uptight, and like, I've known a few people along the way where they're really balls of stress and very snippety and like sharp and short with you, and then you give them a drink, right? And it just helps them mellow. It just helps them relax, right, in that moment, and they're actually like marshmallow inside, right? And then you get other people who could be really super sweet in normal life, and then you give them a drink or a certain kind of drink and they turn it into like a she devil, right? Or some like real, we all have different ways, but just there's no judgment over it. my Saturday shows, I got drunk every time. Oh, did you? People loved it. So did I. Some people need that help. Yeah, it's probably a lot of fun. That's why I used to love the Graham Norton show. Is one, because I don't really watch like a lot of TV stuff, but when we did have a TV, and I like those clips, sometimes I used to love tuning into Graham Norton, because they used to have, it was quite like on the couch with a drink, and the guests would just be a bit more relaxed and things. Obviously this is not a live stream for any recovering alcoholic that this is highly triggering for, so apologies for that if that is you. Switch off now. Would that mean he wouldn't have been able to get clear messages from heaven? Yeah, exactly. It kind of contradicts itself, doesn't it? Because even in the Bible, I relax with a drink and everyone likes me that way, and I laugh and enjoy it. I'm sure people also like you without it, but yes, I hear what you're saying. Yeah, so that's it, just some little bit of chit chat. Yeah, but like I'll have like, I've had one glass, I've had like, Michael just pours me little bits because he knows I don't like a lot. So, but then he's like sneaky, he'll just pour a little bit, and then when I'm not looking, he's like topping it up. So I don't know how many little bits I've had, just a few little bits. But it is nice, it's nice. I haven't had red wine, I think, my goodness, in like a very long time. Actually, when you have to think how long it's probably been a while, right? I'm more of a seasonal drinker. So I like red wine. Like now we're in October and it's kind of coming into autumn and winter. I like kind of red wine. I do like whiskey. I do like a whiskey. Do like a beer sometimes, but that's more summer. But I tell you what I really love is amaretto and lemonade. That's my drink. That's my drink. I think I probably could have in the summer, and yeah, in the winter. It's just very, I love it. I love it. Some people do become meaner though. Yeah, so I understand the concern, kinda. Yeah, and I'm not, this live stream isn't about encouraging people to take up drinking. It's just the chit chat around it, yeah. Especially in my world, because in my circle, there's a lot of, I think I just kind of want to bring some down to earth vibes around this. I think there's a lot of superiority. I'm just going to say it. There's a lot of superiority in the spiritual world, personal development circles. I've been in them for like 7 years now, like really deep in them. And there's just so much kind of hierarchical bullshit. It's like judging this person, you know, with a lot of judgment around, oh, they charge this, they don't charge this, you know, your prices are too high, so you're a greedy bastard, or your prices are too low and you don't value your worth, right? There's whatever you do, and I know a lot of people that catch the replay, if you're in this same industry as me, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But there's just so much judgment and it's just very boring to me. So I want to kind of bring in my messaging, I want to bring yes, we can be spiritual. I don't even like that word, but it's the best word, right? Spiritual, connected. We can be open to above and beyond, but we can also have the human experience. And sometimes we do go through life and we make choices, right? And we do get to experience the physical. So this brings me to food. Food for me is a big part of living the human existence, and I love it. So when I see posts from very well-meaning, beautiful souls that are here for health and to teach us, and I get that I probably have a lot to learn around that, and I am learning, and I'll probably continue to learn, but the way I see it is if we're cutting out everything this is where I get stuck. I am healthy. I like to eat healthy. I like to eat organic as far as possible. So does Michael, but we're both very indulgent. So we want to eat that piece of cake, right? We want to have a steak, right? Most of the time we don't even eat meat, but you know, less and less, but we definitely need it in our bodies right now, right or wrong, judge me or not. But so I don't feel like I don't want to live that life where I'm so divinely connected that I only put pure things into my body and that is it. Because I'm very consciously choosing to experience certain things, right? So I love food. I love to indulge. I love to enjoy. I want to be healthy, but here to live the human existence. I get so tired of people judging others over nothing. It's saddening. Yeah, I've had times where I get really like angry about it. I've been really like pissed. I'll rant to Michael. I'll get off Facebook and I'll say, do you know what I've just seen? He'll get it. He'll get it. My big rant. He does that to me too. And we rant to each other and we put the world to rights, and you know, we get it off our chests. But more and more, both of us actually are quite similar. More and more, we're just seeing the funny side of it. So maybe we've evolved. But I just feel like I can laugh more about it now. And actually, wonderful HQ above, Arcturian guides and my angelic guides, they often share to me, they kind of put it like this. They say, everybody on the earth plane, the interesting thing about us being here, they say, is because we've all come in, we've chosen a physical body, we've chosen circumstances and life lessons and soul growth, but we've all come in at different levels. So what we do is like we kind of expect people to get it. So why don't people understand what we're saying? Why don't people see it the way we see it, right? Why are they triggering us? And actually the fun thing, talking about experiments, the fun thing about being here is that, you know, everybody's at different levels. So it's like going into a course to learn something, but some of you have done it before, some of you have never done it before, some of you have loads of experience, some of you have a little bit of experience, and some of you have in between experience. And then that's not a fair kind of level, not fair, but that's not a level playing ground, right? So everybody's at different levels. So when you start to kind of zoom out of this experience and go, okay, that person's triggering the shit out of me over there, I don't see it the way they see it, and vice versa. Can you just accept that they're just at different levels? And it's not a superiority thing, it's just we're at different levels with different people, right? I know there are people who are so esoteric that say things that go way over my head. Perhaps I'm not at that level where I get it. Like, I'm not saying that I'm not, like maybe I'm not. So we're all at different levels and we all understand things in different ways. So I think that just to bring some humour in can help you feel less triggered, maybe, and maybe we can be a bit more tolerant and patient, maybe, and that's a practice. So it's okay if you can't feel that all the time, you know. I'm so quick to do just that most days. I'm working on it. Yeah, exactly. Just practice, and it is okay. You're not making mistakes and you're not screwing up. It's absolutely okay. You're doing an amazing job, right? So that's what they share with me, and it really helps to just kind of relax me into this situation. I don't know about you. Sometimes I wake up loving this world. I feel like I love my life and I love being here and I'm really on track with my mission. I want to help everybody and everything, and I want to help everyone expand. And then there are other days where I'm like, beam me up. Like, is there a quick way that I can just get the hell out and go somewhere better? I definitely have those days, and I know that we all do, and it's absolutely okay. It's absolutely fine. You're not alone. And you know, it's very normal to think like that. I think a lot of, yeah, ditto, yeah, and yes, yeah, you both feel that, and I'm sure others watching the replay will feel that too. And it's very easy to sometimes think that, my God, we have these thoughts of not wanting to be here, and oh my God, like I can tell you, I have thoughts of not wanting to be here sometimes. It isn't what doctors would make that mean something. It isn't like that. It's just sometimes when you're a starseed, and I can tell you, every one of you watching here now live and tuning into the replay, as a starseed, you're going to have this soul knowing that there are other ways to be. So it's a very common trait of starseeds to sometimes contemplate, I don't really want to be here, this is bullshit. So I just want to help you normalize that. I've had so many clients, and I mean hundreds of clients, where this has come up and it's like a taboo thing. So it is okay. I literally tell you, is doing so much therapy with people, as well as guiding and mentoring, this comes up sometimes, and it's so normal. It's so normal, and it passes. So it's okay to sometimes feel like, get me off this planet. I don't want to be here anymore. It's just part of the journey, and then it passes, and then you're okay. Yeah, beam me up. Yeah, you literally say exactly that. Beam me up, take me home, I'm ready now. Yeah, exactly. So if we know that it's normal, there's nothing to worry about, nothing to fear, there's nothing to criticize yourself about. It's just part of the thing. And what it really means is we just want a little bit of peace. That's what it really means. We want a little bit of relief from whatever it is that's weighing on us. We want a little bit of quiet, and we really just want to feel more relaxed, more understood. That's really what's at the root of it. So it's okay. And I really encourage you not to worry about that if that comes up. I don't know where that came from, but this is where the conversation's gone. It's absolutely fine. So that is me. I'm going to go and finish the rest of this red wine and just watch. I'm going to watch something and chill out again. I'm like, I'd say I'm 80% better. Feel more relaxed today. Yeah, I'm just going to relax tomorrow over Sunday and then see where we are. And yeah, I'm going to ease into this October. I got some good things coming up in October, so I'll probably share a bit more about that over the next couple of days. I had a really good idea. I'll just share quickly. I had a really good idea about how to work with people that's a little bit different to the way that this usually works. So I'm going to just let that idea come through, and then I'm going to share more about it coming up. Yep. And also anyone watching replay, like just a reminder, coded clearing. I hadn't shared about it enough as I planned over the last couple of days because I wasn't feeling well. But it starts Monday the 10th. So that's not this Monday. What are we? Yeah, not this Monday, but next Monday. Coded Clearing starts 8-week live program. So you can just check out on my page, or just go to theawakerevolution.com and you'll find it on ways to work with me, and you'll find Coded Clearing. Just message me if you can't find it. You can check out details there if you want to join me for 8 weeks. But yeah, I'll be sharing some more October magic. I've got a few ideas that have come in, so I'll share with you very soon. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here live, and thank you for watching the replay, as I know many of you tune in later. So I send you so much love, reminding you that you are a magical being. You are here for a reason. Don't forget it. Have a great night. Please tell hubby I say hello. I will do. Sending you both lots of love, and to you, beautiful, magical soul that you are, and to all of you watching. So lots of love, and I will see you here tomorrow. See you then.